our biggest show, Chhota Bheem. So in 2008, 2007, 8, we had to kind of decide what we should do. Should we do service jobs, or should we take on IP production? So we decided that we'll stick with IP, one of the best decisions. Again, the other thing was, should we go on to 3D animation, which is more complex, more expensive, or stick with 2D? So these kind of good decision making was necessary at that time, especially we couldn't afford to do too many things, and we had to focus on these things. So we took all while we were like growing, we also took some bold decisions. Like we have, like you saw the earlier office picture, which was around 2,000 square feet. I realized animation needs much larger space, and you need larger employment. So I realized that we should go to the next level, and then we signed up a lease of 15,000 square feet. And just as we got everything ready, the interiors, etc., there was a short circuit and there was a fire. And with that fire, it kind of almost felt like all our dreams vanished. But just a few days later, a week, about 10 days later to that, Chhota Bheem went on air for the first time, and it was a runaway hit. And we had an opportunity to fight back, and not just, so we had to redo entire interiors one more time. And it costed us a lot of money, but we had hope in Bheem. So it took us a few years for us to come out of this mess, but we did it. And in 2008, when Bheem went on Pogo, that kind of saved us, our company, from shutting down. And we didn't, and then it not only just it saved us, but it went on to basically be a flag bearer for the Indian animation industry. From there was no looking back. Bheem went on from achieving one milestone to the other. The ratings were on the top. It was a hit with children as well as with the moms. They're happy to see, promote, allow the kids to. It's important that you get permission from the parents to watch the show. They were getting that, and then soon it went on that Bollywood actors were using our characters to promote their movies. So which was something that we never imagined that would happen. So with all these crazy things that were happening around us, we saw an opportunity to kind of get into the merchandise space, and we kind of followed the Disney model and got into merchandise and started doing all kinds of things, from comics to storybooks to DVDs to merchandise to T-shirts and a lot of other things. So we always tested before we went on. We started with some putting up small booths, testing our products, and we also did some crazy things. Like when we put our merchandise in Charmas, we bought Bheem in an open top car. We rented that and we bought it, and then it was a rage. Something like the whole of Abbott saw that this Bheem's character was come and taken on. With this, we got encouraged to put our own stores. This is one of the first stores we put, and this was in Eat Street and Necklace Road. And again, this booth did very well. And then we had bigger and better shows. We did, fashion shows for kids. It went on. It was no longer just a Hyderabad story. It was a national story. Obviously, we also had some failure stuff.